think you can eat cheeseburgers and pizza all day and lose weight. That's not happening. But today we will share with you the 5 foods that you can eat to lose weight. But you can have your cake and eat it too, but you gotta move too. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna gatekeep the real secrets about weight loss. But today we are gonna tell you the 5 foods that are gonna help you burn fat. We noticed that 79.2% of you are not subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Come subscribe. We give you 5 days a week of free weight loss advice. And I mean, come on. It's a pretty cool vibe over here. So I'd love it if you'd come join. We really appreciate all of your support. So please don't forget to subscribe.
You ate eggs. I was never really into eggs.
I love eggs. Yeah. Eggs are God's golden goose eggs, basically, actually. Yeah.
There's a lot of research for and against, but we're not going to get into all that. But we are going to tell you that the egg yellows contain an ingredient called choline. Am I saying that right?
Oh, I think it's choline. She thinks it's cloyne.
No, choline. I don't know. But anyway, it breaks down visceral fat. Now, if that's the fat that accumulates around your organs that you want less of, which, by the way, if you're taking that injection, either Ozempic, Wegovy, or Zepbound or something like that, is actually causing some problems with that. So you definitely want, and if you're on those drugs, I can't guarantee that eggs are going to be a fat-burning food, but we believe that you can lose the weight naturally. And not only that, but eggs have protein in them, which helps to keep your blood sugar stable, which means you're not going to store as much fat. They've done a lot of studies on eggs, and people who eat them lose a lot of weight consistently because they just feel fuller longer. Penelope's top weight loss hack, I would say, are eggs.
Yeah, I agree. Eggs and egg whites also. Whites are powerful for adding volume to your food.
If you whip them.
Yeah, if you whip them.
Yeah, we got a lot of hacks. I was on MasterChef. I've got a bachelor's and master's degree in nutrition, and I love to make food taste amazing.
And I love to make the most amazing fluffy egg whites in the world. Like, I should make a whole cookbook on it, actually.
You should, Penelope, because you know what? If you love food, chances are you might be overweight. And I would say I'm a foodie. I would say you're a foodie. I think we come from a family of foodies on all sides. And I'm saying that because just because you're losing weight doesn't mean you have to sacrifice flavor or deliciousness or abundance, because that's not how we roll. The second fat-burning food, believe it or not, I have great news for you, are avocados.
But how many, Mom? Because people are going to be like, great, I'm just going to eat avocados all day. And they're going to get fat doing it.
You will definitely get fat if you eat a lot of avocados. I mean, if you're really on a weight loss journey, you want to eat a quarter. If you're kind of going towards maintenance or even weight loss, half an avocado might be okay. It really depends on the avocado. Like, you love those big avocados, but they're much lower in fat, the ones that we got in Florida.
Those are so good.
They are so good. And you can get them in California, but they're more rare.
Okay.
But they're those giant ones that we found in Florida.
Do we grow them on our trees?
No, we have more like Hass avocados and Fuerte avocados, but believe it or not, they contain a fat that's called monounsaturated fat. And this is an incredible fat that our bodies need, and you can get it from a lot of different things, but it actually targets belly fat. And it improves their insulin sensitivity, which is mind-blowing. I mean, that is so cool that you can eat a delicious avocado. I like to drizzle mine with a little bit of honey. That's my little dessert. That's my favorite dessert, with some sea salt on top. But did you also know?
That's funny. No, it's funny you said that, because somebody I know loves that snack now. And they're like, that's the best snack ever. I love that snack.
It's euphoric. It's so good. Okay. Anyway, it also helps to improve insulin sensitivity, which I said already. But the best thing about avocados, which you can't believe.
What?
They're rich in fiber. In an entire avocado has 30 grams of fiber.
That's a lot.
I mean, it's kind of weird. It doesn't feel like a fibrous food. It's like so creamy and soft. You can make a chocolate mousse with avocados, but now we're getting ahead of ourselves, because that would mean you'd eat a lot of avocados. But really, it is a fat-burning food, believe it or not. But moderation is key.
Which is a bad and naughty word.
I feel like it's so satiating to eat an avocado. You can be really satisfied. Even though your mind wants more, your body will actually feel satisfied on a quarter or a large quarter of an avocado.
Same thing when you eat eggs. You don't want to eat the whole carton of eggs because you're full after a few.
I actually really like the combination of eggs and avocado.
It is a good combo.
But, someone recently in our household was like, no, you can't combine those foods anymore. I don't know if that's true.
Wah, wah, wah. We don't follow all the rules. I love sauerkraut. Do you love sauerkraut?
I do. For some, it's an acquired taste. We're talking about sauerkraut done the traditional way, with just sea salt and naturally fermented, not with the vinegar and the sugar. All right, folks? So if you're going to the grocery store looking for sauerkraut, read your labels. Sauerkraut, in case you didn't know, has been a healing tradition in every culture throughout time, on every hemisphere, throughout the world, regardless of caste, creed, and so on and so forth, and religion. So why? Why is sauerkraut a fat-burning food? Because gut health equals weight loss. Believe it or not, your gut health is dictating your hormones, your mood, if you're anxious, if you're depressed, if you're feeling hopeless. It's in the gut because that's where a lot of these neurotransmitters are created. So if you have good gut health, you're going to have fat loss. And believe it or not, eating fermented foods, especially before meals, reduces inflammation. A lot of excess weight is bound in inflammation. So eating fermented foods is a great way to seed, to inoculate, to put good probiotics in your gut. It's not going to be from taking fancy probiotics that are expensive. Come to find out, over 98% of the probiotics that were tested don't even make it all the way to the large intestine. So you think you're doing a good thing by taking that pill because you don't really like the way sauerkraut tastes. Well, I'm here to tell you, this is an acquired taste. You know what's really fun to do? When I'm traveling, I like to get a big box of salad that's pre-washed and a ripe avocado and some naturally fermented sauerkraut. Great salad mix. So if you're on the go and you're usually going to Starbucks for your second cappuccino and a croissant, think again, that is not helping you. That is harming you, I'm telling you. And when you get good gut health, you reset your hunger hormones, which, by the way, is what those drugs are doing. GLP-1 agonists are resetting the hunger hormones, but not naturally, in a way that requires your body to take that drug for the rest of your life. And even though the prices are dropping, I still am. I think the jury is still out on that one. I don't think it's good to be a lab rat. I would not mess with my hormones if I know it's desperate and I know you want to lose weight, but you can lose 8 to 10 pounds a month on our program.
And you can drink green tea while doing it and feel satisfied just like you would on a GLP-1, but you can still enjoy your food without all the gut motility issues, the vomiting, the nausea, the vision loss, the bone density loss, the possibility of getting a thyroid C-cell tumor.
Did you say blindness?
Blindness.
Okay. I think you said it. I'm just like, did you say blindness? Like, I don't know. Like
bone density loss. Okay. So maybe just pause, take a moment, go get your green tea, take a little sip. You'll understand.
Well, when you drink green tea, it has something called a casein in it, right? That's actually a caffeine. Coffee has it too, but green tea has a special combination of ingredients, naturally, that help to burn fat. Not only does it help to burn fat, it burns fat from the belly stores. That when you have belly, you walk around, you see people with belly fat, right?
Yeah.
Especially women over 40. And that means your body has stored that fat probably because you were stressed out, probably because you ate late at night, or whatever. You basically ate more carbohydrates that your body was storing, or you have toxins, whatever. But your belly is going to store it, very intelligent body, because it's going to store it because it wants to use it for later. Green tea will help mobilize those stores and burn it for you. I mean, what better situation could you absolutely ask for? We're not going to go into a lot of detail on last one because this video is getting really long, but lentils also are a fat-burning food. And that's been something people have eaten for centuries in many cultures.
Are mung beans considered a lentil?
Split mung beans would be a kind of lentil, even though it's a bean, even though it's split, so it's a little bit of a lighter
I recommend
digestion.
you guys go look at our Instagram because Mom has been making a lot of very interesting lentil recipes, I would say.
Yeah.
And they're very satiating, and they're great for fat burning, and they're great for your GLP-1 signals that we all have in our body, by the way.
And it's packed full of fiber, which keeps you fuller longer. So it's like a full meal. And it doesn't have all those byproducts that are negative if you're eating animal products and you're not eating the absolute best quality, which is very, very expensive. So we love you guys. We absolutely love you, and we want to know you. So please make yourself known to us. Get involved with us in 3 ways. 1, comment down below. Let us know who you are, what you're interested in, what you think. Maybe you disagree, what you're seeing, what you want to hear more about.
Comment down below a green heart emoji, because if you like green tea and you heard that point, then you made it to the end of the video.
The second way is to get in touch with us if you're ready to join our program. Now listen, you really do have to be ready because we are going to shine a light on all your stuff and we're going to make it fun, but there's a little bit of a rocky road on the way to get there. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We want women who are ready because we know we can help you lose 8 to 10 pounds a month. It is a sure thing. If you work with us, you follow what we say, we will meet you right where you are and we will take you on the journey of your lifetime that will last a lifetime and be your best insurance policy ever. The third way, maybe you're a guy or you're just not ready for the program, keep watching, subscribe for sure. but really also make a contribution. We are growing our team. We really could use your funds that will help to fuel our advocacy work, will help to fuel this vision, because all we do every day is make content for you guys. We love doing it, over 1,000 videos now, and we will continue doing it, and we could really, really use your support. So we will see you all the time. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Hey, we noticed that 79.2% of you are not subscribed, which means you're watching our videos, you like the content, but you haven't made the commitment. So we would love it if you would subscribe.
And if you want to join our Women's Accountability Group, don't forget to click the link in the description to join. We're only accepting amazing, awesome, and ready women, so please join if you're one of those. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we will see you all the time.